our last team is the Las Vegas Raiders. So Tom Brady is a new addition to kind of this clown show of a franchise. Now he's there with Josh McDaniels, still the head coach. We got rid of Derek Carr, but we brought in Jimmy Garoppolo. And then we still have Devontae Adams. He's not too sold on whatever Josh McDaniels is planning to do with the team next year. Josh Jacobs is going to demand to get paid either this year or next year. So he could potentially plan to hold out on training camp, all that drama. But we did get our pass rusher to go along with Max Crosby, made some good trap picks. When I say Las Vegas Raiders, what are your thoughts?
This is a team that will either be the worst in their division or like the worst in the NFL. Because
Right.
the reason why I say this, it's like there is a lot of very talented AFC teams, and there has to be a bottom. And I look at this team, coaching wise, the bottom. Their team last year, they have a bunch of talent on defense, and they still had one of the worst defenses in the AFC. Not only that, their offense, another offense that was just very clunky at times. Like Josh Jacobs was the leading rusher, and yet they still just couldn't score points. And they also blew a bunch of leads. So for the Raiders, it's like, I feel like I can't expect them to be a playoff team, especially when you have a division that has the Broncos, who we don't know how good they'll be. They'll be competitive. Chargers are going to be competitive, and the Chiefs are the defending champs. It's like the Raiders have to be the worst in this division, just based on the fact of all these other great teams that are throughout the AFC. I think this is a team, especially if Jimmy Garoppolo's not here, which I'm expecting him not to be when I make these predictions. I think it's going to get pretty ugly pretty fast for the Raiders.
Perfect. And with that, it's a great segue into week 1. And then I did the Broncos schedule. And then this is Raiders in Denver. I had the Broncos winning. Any thoughts on this game?
Yeah, no, they got this. Sean Payton will outcoach Josh McDaniels.
And then another rough game. We're now going on the road from Denver to Buffalo.
No chance. Buffalo? No.
No chance.
There's no way. Josh Allen can take care of. Yeah.
Okay. And then we're playing our first home game versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay. This is
Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football. I remember a couple years ago, I believe it was the Raiders they faced on Sunday Night Football. They had a good game. I'm going to go with the fact, like I mentioned in my earlier, that I'm going to go with them not having Jimmy Garoppolo. And if they don't have Jimmy Garoppolo, they can't get any points on the board. Believe it or not, to win games in the NFL, you have to score. So give me the Steelers to win that game.
Give you the Steelers to win that game. Okay. TJ Watt's probably still firing on all cylinders coming out the gate. And then we have going on the road again to Los Angeles to face the Chargers.
No, I think the Chargers win this game. I had the Chargers beating them both times. So I have them starting off 0-4, I guess.
And then going back to Las Vegas, probably a lot of fans traveling over to Vegas for this game. We have the Raiders at home versus Devontae Adams' old team, the Green Bay Packers.
I'll actually have the Raiders winning this game, believe it or not. Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Yeah. Why? I don't know. Devontae Adams' revenge game. I don't think the Packers are all that good. They have a good defense, but I don't know. It's just a hunch, I guess.
Okay.
I can't see them 0-5. Maybe not 0-5. They're bad, but they're not that bad.
I see 0-5 for sure. I disagree with this, but for the sake of the Raiders getting a dub, maybe this is the game when Tom Brady comes back. Who knows? And then speaking of a game that Tom Brady could come back, we are staying at home versus the New England Patriots.
Well, I did have them in the Patriots preview losing to the Raiders. So I guess I'll have to pick the Raiders because this is more of like revenge against the Patriots. He recruited all of the Patriots players. You got Jacoby Myers in there. He's got the Brandon Boldens of the world. He's got the Tom Brady, the prince of the Patriots place. Like, this is a game the Raiders should win.
We're on fire now at 2-4. Playoff hopes alive still in the season. We are going on the road, though, to Chicago to face off against Justin Fields, potentially in his coming out party.
Yeah, coming out party in Vegas. I have the Bears winning this game. Justin Fields wins all over the Raiders. He's early MVP candidate potentially at this point. We'll see.
Okay, and then we are going on the road from Chicago to Detroit to face off against the now undefeated Detroit Lions.
We know what happens here. Detroit, going to be a world beater in the NFC. Raiders, all they're doing is beating the bottom of the AFC in a loss.
And then in a matchup now at home on November 5th at 4:25, your two favorite NFL teams going head to head, the New York Giants versus the Raiders.
Ugh. Gross. I'm going to go coaching mismatch here. Brian Daboll gets the win in a rare Giants win. Daniel Jones rushes for 85 yards, 84 of them he stands up for.
The hate.
If he can throw for 100 yards, he can probably win that game because that's usually what he does.
Okay. Yeah. And then Sunday Night Football versus the New York Jets, and we're at home in Las Vegas.
Yeah, no, give me the Jets in that game. Just defense, Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson. I think it's an easy one here.
All right, with that, after 10 weeks, we can't go 0-5, but we can go 2-8. So the next game here, we are on the road in Miami versus the Dolphins. Bloodbath.
At this point, their season is so far gone that it's like, who's even really playing at this point? It's going to be an ugly stretch of games to end the season. I can smell it.
We're back at home versus the Chiefs.
Yeah, no. Chiefs don't lose to the Raiders. Very rare.
We're back at home still in another week versus the Vikings.
No, I still can't pick them. I can't even see them beating the Vikings. And the Vikings they were the most fraudulent 13-4 team ever. And no.
Okay, so Phoenix and Las Vegas and Washington all in the hunt right now, competing for Caleb Williams. Let's see who comes out on top. And then from the Vikings, we're at home again versus the Chargers.
Well, I didn't have the Chargers. I had the Chargers winning both of those games. So I guess at this point, how many have they lost in a row?
We haven't won since week 6.
Woof. That's tough.
Yeah, that's really bad. But I can see it. I can definitely see it.
Of course I can. It's the Raiders. Anything's possible.
And then from the Chargers, we're going on the road versus the Chiefs.
Yeah. No.
All right, let's see if they win another game before I write this down. And then from the Chiefs, we're going on the road to Indianapolis.
You know what? Yeah, they can beat the Colts. By then, the Colts, who knows where they'll be. I'm just going to give them a win for Kurt. I'm going to give them a...
You'll give them a win? Okay.
I'll give them a win. I don't think they go 2-15. They got to win a game in there somewhere.
And then next game at home versus the Broncos.
No. Coaching mismatch. Better defense, better coach. Yeah.
Okay. And with that, we have the Raiders finishing at 3-14. Any other thoughts on the Raiders that you want to disclose to the public audience?
Yeah, I mean 13-14, it's 3-14 sounds like it's really harsh, but you have to remember that I'm going with this mindset that Jimmy Garoppolo isn't the quarterback because he has his foot injury. So I'm expecting like Brian Hoyer, the Josh Johnsons of the world, maybe Baker Mayfield gets cut. Baker Mayfield's a Raider. Like I'm picking terrible quarterback play, bad coaching, a locker room that loses itself pretty quickly. This could be pretty ugly pretty fast for them.
Okay. Even though Tom Brady said if he hit Mr. Beast's drone the first time, he should come back and play football, you don't think there's a chance? What's your percentage chance that he comes back and plays for the Raiders? Off the Rich Eisen scale.
I'm going to say like 20%.
20%?
I think he's happy in retirement. He's doing pretty much all the side quests now. He's on a Mr. Beast video. He bought the Raiders. He starred in a rom-com chick flick movie. Yep. He's doing everything.
Boomer chick flick movie.
Yeah, boomer chick flick movie. So he's doing all the side quests. So credit to him.